Muuaji ndio huyo. Shika yeye. Sonda huyo muuaji. Kama muuaji huyo. Muuaji ameingia ndani. Anaenda na pesa. Anaenda na pesa. Baba yake amepanda gari ya baba. Baba wanuore. Tunataka yeye.
But these people had been trailing him from the morning, even the day before they had been trailing him. And the people who are known.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, according to the clip that we have begun the video with, that is an incident that unfolded at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Foundation some years back when one late Kasipul MP, Charles Ong'ondo Were, was being followed, and a mob wanted to talk. They wanted to rage on him. They wanted to beat him up. They wanted to kill him at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Foundation. But Raila Amolo Odinga intervened and saved the life of Ong'ondo Were that day. Now, what does this tell you? On Friday, Charles Ong'ondo Were was buried at his home in Kasipul, Kachieni, Homa County. A lot of things happened at his burial. The center stage of everything was politics. The people and the leaders in that burial avoided to talk about who are the real killers of one Charles Ong'ondo Were. Why am I saying this? Ong'ondo Were was assassinated on 30th of April 2025 at exactly 7:30 in the evening at Gong Road, around City Mortuary. Now, according to the current unfolding details and what we have seen in that clip, Raila Amolo Odinga intervening and saving Ong'ondo Were, because that day, if Ong'ondo Were had not escaped into Raila Amolo Odinga's car, that mob would have rained blows and everything they had on him, because they were calling him a killer. They were calling him Muuaji. And remember, every Raila Amolo Odinga supporter, if there is one thing they respect, is Raila Amolo Odinga and the spaces of Raila Amolo Odinga. And Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Foundation is one of the most respected places for the supporters of Raila Amolo Odinga, because that is where they go to meet with Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. But that day, the crowd that was there was angered just by setting their eyes on one Charles Ong'ondo Were. Ong'ondo Were escaped and hid in the car of Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, my question is, this man was assassinated in broad daylight, 7:30 in the evening. Raila Amolo Odinga, while speaking in his burial yesterday or on Friday, one thing that he pointed out is that they know that the assassination of Charles Ong'ondo Were was a political assassination. But let me ask you, could it be that Raila Amolo Odinga and the whole leadership of the ODM party knows who is the real culprit that, choreographed and planned the meticulous assassination of Charles Ong'ondo Were? We don't refute the claims and the investigations that is currently being carried out by the Directorate of Criminal Investigation and the National Police Service at large, because as we speak, about 10 suspects are in custody. But these are just some mere nobodies who are involved in this saga. If somebody wants to hide their role in a certain play, they go through different channels, and that is, if you are the ringleader, you pass information from the top, hiding it to your subordinate passes it to the other, the other person passes to the other. I mean, before the DCI retraces this assassination to the real culprit, the person will have done away with every piece of evidence linking them to that assassination. We know one Dave Carlo was arrested, a UDA mobilizer in Homabay County, accused to have transacted about 840,000 Kenyan shillings to pay the assassins that were involved in the murder of Charles Ong'ondo Were. And also, they said that he had sent out threatening messages to Charles Ong'ondo Were. Apart from Dave Carlo, the other day the DCI went ahead also to take into custody a man and an ODM member by the name of Philip Nahashon Aroko. The man was a contender of Kasipul constituency member of parliament seat. He was eyeing the seat for the year 2027. And the man, showing how confident he is that he wasn't involved in any way with this assassination, showed up at the DCI headquarters the moment that the DCI went ahead to publicize a post for most wanted, with the picture of Philip Aroko and the description that he was wanted for the murder of Charles Ong'ondo Were. And to prove that this man believed that he could, he had nothing to do with this murder, he had first hired one advocate or lawyer, how do we call him? Lawyer Dunstan Omar and Cliff Ombeta. But as of yesterday, as of Friday morning, he had also kicked out his legal team and said that he will represent himself in court, for he does not need even legal representation, for he believes that he is innocent. According to a publication on Saturday, a dramatic moment played out in court on Friday, as Philip Aroko, the key suspect in the murder of Kasipul MP Charles Ong'ondo Were, rejected legal representation despite the presence of two top lawyers, renowned legal minds Dunstan Omari and Cliff Ombeta, had appeared ready to defend Aroko and co-accused Edwin Odur. But Aroko shocked the courtroom with a bold declaration, "I will represent myself." The statement triggered visible tension, promoting Omar and Ombeta to storm out of the courtroom in protest. The unexpected turn has added a new twist to the high-profile case, raising questions about the strategy, pressure, and what might unfold in the coming proceedings. But one thing is clear: you cannot kick out Cliff Ombeta as your legal representative or Dunstan Omar if you know you are guilty of what you're being accused, because these are people that have been representative in the criminal field for a very long time. So that proved the point that Philip Aroko believes that he is innocent, and the DCI does not have evidence to link him to the assassination of one Charles Ong'ondo Were. Let's go back to the incident that happened at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Foundation. That incident, if Raila Amolo Odinga saved this guy back in the days from being beaten by a mob, it is clear that Raila Amolo Odinga and other top individuals in the ODM party knew that this man was involved in some unexplainable things, like the murders that he was accused of by his constituents. And they also knew the people that the people that really wanted this man dead. Are we together? And that tells us something. While speaking yesterday, Gladys Wanga, the Homabay County governor went ahead to apologize to the nation on behalf of Charles Ong'ondo Were for the things that he was accused of online. What did that tell us? Though they were denying the fact that Charles Ong'ondo Were was not a dangerous man, deep down in their soul, they knew that was wrong. They knew the man was a monster. And the revelation of this clip that dates back even before Kenyans came to know this man, it's a clear indication that Charles Ong'ondo Were was assassinated by people related to ODM party and inside the circles of Raila Odinga. And the top leadership of ODM knows about them. Remember, Charles Ong'ondo Were was the chairperson of ODM party in Homa Bay County, which is the bedroom of ODM party. He couldn't have gotten that role to be the chairperson of ODM party in Homa Bay County without even Raila Odinga and the rest of ODM leadership knowing and associating with this man. For now, I would really love to share your thoughts on this matter. Do you think that Raila Odinga and the ODM leadership, top leadership, knows the real culprit that organized the assassination of Charles Ong'ondo Were? Leave your comment on the comment section.